So, Devin White's on the trade block, and a lot of Eagle fans seem not on board. What is wrong with y'all? To get a top 5 linebacker, pair him up with Nakobe Dean, you don't want that? Let's talk about this, because I have a bone to pick with a lot of Eagle fans.
It looks like you lost another one.
What is good, everybody? It's your man EC1 coming at you with a video. Listen, the Philadelphia Eagles got a chance to get one of the top 5 linebackers. Yeah, I said it. All right, Devin White had an off year last year. The whole team really had an off year last year. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers were absolutely horrible, horrendous, absolutely atrocious. And when you talk about Devin White, man, the guy's a leader. The guy's everything you want as a linebacker. The guy hits. He's physical. He's dominant. And to bring him on the Philadelphia Eagles on his last year of his deal, when I mentioned Devin White or Patrick Queen, one of those two were going to be traded. Devin White is a guy that he really wants to be in Philadelphia, all right? The signs are there. And I just remember last year a lot of people saying we can't trade for a receiver, that the Eagles don't believe in trading for a receiver, that we don't usually draft receivers, or we don't usually go out and get a receiver. And then we go out and get Devontae the following year, and then this year we bring in A.J. Brown. So, things that I've seen from Howard Roseman makes me optimistic that we can get a guy like Devin White, that he has changed his whole mindset. The Philadelphia Eagles love to get players on their last year of their deal. And a guy like Devin White on his last year of his deal, that's probably, everybody talk about he's making too much money. We got enough cap space. We are the number 1 in cap space right now, ladies and gentlemen. Do not underestimate Howie Roseman in this cap space. Don't worry about that. I mean, a lot of people talk about we can't afford him. We got Howie Roseman. We are all right. Okay? If we had no other GM other than Howie Roseman, I'd be a little worried. If we had a guy that didn't know what he was doing in cap space, I'd be a little worried. But we don't. We got Howie Roseman. Howie Roseman can manipulate the cap space. And if you bring a guy like Devin White, you talk about guys who are Super Bowl contender pieces. This is a guy that I would definitely give up my 30th pick. I know a lot of people talk about, well, I wouldn't give him my first round. I would. He's an instant player. He's a dominant football player that's going to be here for years. And if you can get him long term, that's great. But if you can get him for 1 year, you bring him on this team that's going to go back to a Super Bowl, then why not? Nicholas Morrows is a depth piece. He's not a starter. I don't know where people got the idea that he's a starter at. He's never been a starter. He's been a rotational guy that has been a good depth piece for a lot of good teams like the Chargers and the Bears, unfortunately. And he played good for the Bears. But to say that he is better than Devin White, when I'm hearing a lot of Eagle fans say he's better than Devin White, you don't know what you're talking about. And I want to say that flat out, you don't know what you're talking about. Devin White makes us Super Bowl contenders. And he's on his last year of his deal. Why not bring a guy like that in Philadelphia? Everybody's saying Howard Roseman wouldn't do it. I disagree. If you're the Philadelphia Eagles, you've been looking for a guy like that in the linebacker for a long time. And you bring a guy that can help Nakobe Dean, it's Devin White. A guy that he can mentor and learn from. But not only that, he would be playing with him. So, there's a lot of things that I'm hearing. People saying he's trash. How? When he's on the field and he's 100% in game mode, he is one of the best linebackers in the game. And with this defense, with Hassan Reddick and Josh Sweat, and the potential this defense can have, and you add a Devin White, and now that if you don't give up your first round pick, that's even more brilliant to do it. You got 2 first round picks. You're probably not using those 2. Let's be real, we're probably not using those 2. The Eagles are looking to trade back. Rumors going around the Eagles might consider trading back. If I'm going to trade back, I'm going to get an instant player day one, and that would be a Devin White. The Eagles don't believe in linebackers, just like they didn't believe in trading for a receiver. Things changed. Things change. They also didn't believe in trading for safeties. Guys who are under 25 and they go out and get a C.J. Gardner-Johnson. I ain't trying to hear that. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I don't know about y'all Eagle fans. Some of y'all Eagle fans, y'all showing your true colors when it comes to you want to win another championship. Because y'all talk about let's rebuild. Let's not go out and get an instant player. Let's go out and get the bare minimum, not the guy that's going to get us back to the promised land. Devin White is a Super Bowl champion, man. What is wrong with y'all? To say that he sucks after one bad year, it's blasphemous and it's pathetic. Y'all really need to do your homework on him. They say, look at his tape. He's not good at cover. A lot of linebackers are not good at coverage. Well, I don't need him to cover. I need him to make plays in the backfield. That's why you got Nakobe Dean to make plays in coverage. Devin White can just be a guy that can sit back and make plays. When there's a running back going through the middle, he can hit them. So for people to say that Devin White isn't a guy that you would want to bring, it's crazy. Now, we heard rumors that Devin White was following Greedy Williams. He started following guys like Nakobe Dean, Devontae Smith, A.J. Brown. So, when I see all this, and I put it in my mind, there got to be something behind the scenes. Because if you're Devin White, why would you request a trade immediately? Unless, I think, in my opinion, the Philadelphia Eagles said to Devin White, listen, we will want you here, but how do we get you? If I'm the Philadelphia Eagles, I'm not waiting to draft day. I'm getting this done now. Why do I say that? Because I feel like Devin White is a guy that I think a lot of teams are going to look at in the draft. Because there's going to be linebackers going off the board. And let's be real, is there a Devin White in this draft? Not really. Trenton Simpson, I think, is the only closest to him. Maybe. But it's not even close to Devin White. Devin White's only 25 years, a 25-year-old linebacker. And a lot of people don't want him. And it's shameful.